Once was a lady as fair as an evening in springtime of Ostro's Mackay.
Nevertheless, I assure you, the elf you see there is not the one I know. Erevan was a true knight,
with the
and
end
a paladin
of
without
my
peer.
knife.
It is a shame that he will be forever known as the Knight of Thorns, and not the White Rose of legend. What is best for some is not the best for all. The Knight Commander prided himself on his conduct. As I have always fashioned myself in his image, I have no desire to stain my armor in pursuit of such transient comforts. My fear is that the Knight Commander feels he's already stained, and that gives him an excuse to act below his own standards.
Everyone, stay inside. Those bloody knights are back again.
Knights? What warriors sworn to service would do the townsfolk harm?
Pardon me, my lord. I meant no offense. This group belongs to no Jarl or king. They're just a bunch of lowlifes calling themselves the Knights of the Eight. They go around from town to town trying to collect protection money. Meaning, if we don't pay, they're going to come back tonight and raid the village.
What about the town guard? I saw a few patrols when I entered.
A handful of guards can't stand up to a couple dozen bandits. And the Jarl's men are stretched thin enough as it is.
Already? I'm sorry. You can
Then
come up
fortune
with it.
favors our meeting. I am a member of the Order of the Rose, the personal guard of the Count of Shadenhall. I will see to it that these brigands are brought to justice.
Wait, where are you going?
If you bring mead, you're welcome here. Even if you don't, you're welcome.
You know, just the other day, I think I saw a group of rowdy bandits coming up the river. I can't be sure, but they were saying something about burning your homes and raping all your women.
Are you sure they were just bandits? Are you sure they weren't vampires too?
I think you're right. Some of them had fangs and such. Probably a whole clan of vampire bandits coming to Coinsgrove to suck everyone's blood.
Some are saying the Sijic monks have been seen in Skyrim. They're an ancient order. I had them figured for dead.
If you ruffians are through listing your demands, allow me to propose a counteroffer. Remove your weapons and surrender yourselves to the guard, and I will refrain from removing your heads.
Looks like one of the bandits got here early. And do you know what the Knights of the Eight do to bandits?
Let's show him.
Mighty smear, you won't leave here alive!
Good enough.
Thank you for your assistance. Your skill in battle is praiseworthy. As you can see, the townsfolk are ready to defend Coinsgrove. They simply require someone. It is for that reason I risked taking on 3 bandits, knowing that mortals are inherently virtuous, and that reinforcements would soon arrive.
You fool, when the bandits realize what happens, they'll send an army.
Undoubtedly. However, we will have ample time to prepare for their assault. If we can somehow convince the Knight Commander to join us, our victory is all but guaranteed.
I'll try to convince him.
Would you? I appreciate your assistance. I fear my presence only serves to remind him of what he has lost.
Tell me about him, though.
They called him the White Rose. In the Order, there are those who have flawless technique, and those who simply get results. With the Knight Commander, it was more than just his skill with the blade. It was the elegance in which he wielded it. Every movement was poetry, like a dance of swords. Not only that, but it carried over into everything he did. His clothes were spotless, his manners were pristine, and he spoke with a dictation that would make nobles sound like paupers. He was more than just our leader, and he was more than just a knight. He was immaculate, divine.
What are your recollections of the night the Countess was assaulted, huh?
We were fast asleep at the lodge when it happened. The guards claim he approached them at night, indicating he had trouble sleeping, and asked if he could relieve them of their posts. The assault occurred about an hour later, with the guards at the tavern, by a knight in white armor. Only the steward witnessed the attack. None of us believed it. The Knight Commander would not act so recklessly. However, the armor the assailant wore was indeed his. There was no mistaking the blood that covered its breastplate when we found it the next morning.
Damn.
Good luck. Hopefully you can convince him to be true to himself.
Who the fuck are these guys? Oh, Dawn Guards. Okay. We cool.
Yeah. What do you need?
Ugh! Tending your hounds? Smell like a wet dog.
And you smell like rank pussy, so fuck you.
I visited the meaderies of Riften once, as a lad. Wish I had their skill. Mining is hard work, but we pay a fair price for any ore you dig up.
What?
Hey man,
What is it now? What do you ask of the Knight of Thorns? Murder? Theft? Fornication? I'll have you know that I am no ordinary scoundrel, but a master of all three.
not even the worst scoundrel would do nothing and watch these people die.
No, you are right. The Knight of Thorns would not stand idly by while people suffer. He would join the rogues and inflict more suffering, which is precisely what I mean to do when they arrive.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself and start acting like a knight, you bitch.
Acting, yes. That's what the steward said. It was all an act. What a jarring moment. To be told that everything you are was but a creation of your own imagination. What I am doing now is getting acquainted with that person. Getting to know the real me. This knight you speak of is a farce. Leave him be.
Ram and I still believe you'll answer the call.
When I was a child, they said my bones were too brittle to be a knight. I was afflicted with an illness that left me a dry, wilted rose. They said the only way I could survive was if I was perfect. If I could somehow manage to parry every blow. They were right. I am broken. And all it took was a single mistake.
An inn? Good. I could use another drink.
Argus, we're not doing that right now.
No luck, I see. I'm still hopeful the Knight Commander will join us, but for now, we need to prepare without him. I have recruited some of the townsfolk to help build a few rudimentary defenses, although we only have so much time. I wanted to get your opinion before we begin. Do you think it would be wiser to construct barricades or traps?
Barricades.
Indeed. More importantly, it will allow us to divert most of our forces to the rear flank, which is our most vulnerable point of entry. Roggy, I need you to gather the other miners and bring them here so we can start building our defenses.
Rest easy. I will take care of it.
Dravinia, we need your alteration talents to protect those in the front line. Defense of the villagers is our priority.
As you wish.
And what about the Knight of Thorns? Surely you can find use for one who knows the mind of his enemy.
Knight Commander, I always believed that virtue would win in the end.
You are mistaken. I am not who you think I am. It is possible I never was. Still, even a broken elf may be of some use. My fallen corpse could trip a bandit or two as they march upon this village.
Of course, Knight Commander. You will have your place on the front lines, as always.
Thank you, Huron.
All right, everyone. You have your orders. As for you, I suggest you get some sleep. We will need all our warriors well rested and focused on the battle.
What?
Right.
Perhaps I see only darkness, 'cause the world itself...
Poor Rogie. If you're feeling charitable, buy the Northern Mead. He's good for it.
Who's Rogie?
He's been in Kynes Grove forever. Great storyteller. Keeps everyone's spirits up. Owes me a lot of coin for drinks. I keep telling him not to worry about it, but he's got the stubborn Nord blood. Damn fool doesn't have the coin to pay me back, so he just beats himself up over it, and then he gets thirsty and it cycles all over again.
If I talk to him.
If you could convince him that I don't care about his tab, it'd certainly make me feel better. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
And then we bang bang fuck fuck, yeah?
Let me know if there's anything else. I need. I hope you'll stay for a bit. We could certainly use the business.
Here for work? Get an axe and bring me...
Fuck you, I'm not gonna cut any wood for you.
Well met.
Seen the remnants of
I
the grove?
trust you had a good sleep.
That? Well, that was me. Me and my sister.
Never mind that. How are the preparations?
As well as can be expected. The Knight Commander insisted he guard the rear flank. That leaves every available body to guard the front. I thank you again for convincing him to join the fight. I believe he asked to speak with you. You'll find him up there on the hillside.
I want to thank you. I was a fool. Part of me tried to convince myself I was protecting the Countess. But in truth, I was ashamed.
What do you mean?
When the White Rose was stained in blood, I became a fraud in the eyes of the people. And yet in the eyes of the gods I committed no crime. I could have remained unsullied. A rose without thorns. But instead, I chose to debase myself.
Why do you think that is?
Perhaps I cared more about the title of being virtuous than the ideals themselves. When I was a child, they said I had to be perfect if I wanted to become a knight. The person you see before you is far from perfect, but when it comes to my knighthood, I will do my best to prove them wrong.
Just take it easy. You're useless if you slip and break your legs.
I assure you, the days when I was of brittle bones are long past. It is only my mind that seems easily fractured. Yet as I overcame one affliction, I will try once more with this one. Huzzah to you, my friend, and... What? They're here!
Damn it!
That's not at all what I meant to do. Damn it, that's not what I meant. Also, where's my Pusroda?
Outsider. No reason to stop in kind.
Knight Commander,
Keep
the
moving.
town is safe with nary a casualty.
Yes, and the people have you to thank, Knight of the Rose. You do the Order proud.
The credit goes to you, as I have all my life. When faced with a decision, I needed only follow your example.
No, Hiram. You are your own man. And as I am no longer a Knight of the Rose, that is true now more than ever. Give the Countess my regards.
What will you do now, Knight Commander?
I do not know. Perhaps I will follow our friend here. Not every knight serves a court. Some simply serve the greater good. Well, what of it, adventurer? Will you take the Knight of Thorns as your squire?
Yeah.
As would I. Call on my service, then, when you need me. And know that regardless of whether you seek my blade, you will forever have my gratitude.